Hi, hello YouTube. I just had to pick up some paper because I'm running low. These books are literally huge. This paper cost me like $9. But I was also trying to look for stuff for a Halloween costume because it's coming up. Me and Jonathan are gonna dress up as Ed and Dexter from Good Burger. But usually around this time of year, there's a Spirit Halloween close to where I live because they switch out with a different store. But this time there's not. So I don't really know where I'm gonna go to get the stuff. I might just have to look online or go to one further. But I definitely waited too long to get the stuff because it's like literally 2 days away. But I also finally got a pen. So I'm gonna try and cut to some of the other work that I have to do because now that I can work from home and I can record on my own computer, I'll be able to just show you guys what I've been doing at school for a while. So I'm gonna try and cut to that. I'll talk to you guys later.
Alrighty, quick voiceover for this part of the video. This is a new assignment that I started. A little bit late, but it's basically creating a creature out of this older movie from like the 80s called The Dark Crystal. So it has to be themed around the movie and it has to be based in that world, and it also has to walk on all fours. And I kind of went for a mouse kind of creature that traps its prey with a very feathery tail that kind of looks like a flower. And there's a lot of process work that goes into making the characters, which sometimes is fun, but sometimes it's really complicated. Like when I'm working on the skeleton here, I looked it up and apparently they don't have normal clavicles like humans do. So it was really confusing trying to put that in. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate because again, it's my own character. So I kind of have some freedom, but it does kind of have to make sense from like anatomical perspective, and clavicles are pretty important to be able to move fast and walk. So I wanted to make sure that there was something there. And I also was having some trouble with creating the jaw for the other view of this creature. I also don't have a name for it yet. So if anyone has an idea for a name for this thing, please just drop a comment. I also had to make sure that I had the same amount of teeth on the second pose as I did to the skeleton just to make sure it was accurate. But I only worked on this for a little bit because I do have some other projects that I have to do. But this one is due in like a week. So I'll just try and chip away at it every day. And hopefully I can show the process once that's fully done. But this is pretty much all I did for this part. And so far, I think it's going pretty well.
All right, we're at the mall. I'm gonna try and look for stuff again for this costume because Jonathan went and found all his stuff yesterday, and me and Alex also had early classes, so he's with me too. He's not dressing up.
I'm
as
going
Dexter.
Victoria's Secret.
What? No, that's not happening. If we find anything, I'll try and show you guys, but I need this costume stuff like right now. It's literally the day before Halloween. It's Halloween Eve, so I need to go find the stuff right now.
Perfect weather for Halloween.
It's no.
It's the vibe. Rainy and spooky.
I don't think there's anything spooky about this right now. Maybe at night, but I will talk to you guys later. Okay, I need to find white pants. That's part of the costume.
Aren't they all striped?
The shirts are striped.
I see striped shirts. What about dress shirts?
Yeah, it needs to be like t-shirts and cut off. How much is this? The problem is it's not sweatpants. It's supposed to be jeans. Jonathan literally found the perfect thing to wear. It's too much to not be accurate, so I need to look for something else. Why is the camera so tough?
Ooh, is this tough? I'm not in the mood.
So tough. This is actually, I kind of want to get this shirt just because I wanted the shirt.
Are you a Guns N' Roses fan?
Indeed. Oh, I don't see anything in here. Why do you keep getting so
Ask
close?
me from your POV.
Why wouldn't I be holding it? I don't think there's any white pants in this store. Whoa. This is not the right stripe. H&M is a bust. It's a bust. What the? We checked a few stores, but we could not find anything for this costume, and we're starving, so
I found Snoopy pajamas.
yeah, that too. They're pretzel bun. I see their ad like every other day, so I wanted to try it. Thoughts?
I had the same thing I always did. Try that. Do that.
Let's see. It's good. Kind of tastes like Popeyes a little bit. But it's good.
The bun is good. I had the tiniest bite I've ever seen in my life.
That was a bad bite. This kind of tastes like a pretzel. It's good. All right.
Is it better than a normal one?
I haven't tried the normal one, so I don't know.
What do you get at Chick-fil-A?
Strips.
I'll show you a strip.
We're gonna head back to the mall later, so I'll record when we get there. Talk to you guys later. What are we looking for right now? I don't think you can take that.
Oh, I want to take it.
I haven't been fishing in so long. What? Oh, look at look at those fishing rods.
I can show you my
What?
fishing rod.
Uh,
You should actually want to find something. How much money do you have to jump in the fish tank?
I don't have enough money. I might need another one.
Really like a proper head?
Here. You look like Big Bad John.
I was sitting.
No. 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 What? Oh no. Is that worth? Yo.
There's more. They should have been that powerful. The sweet good baby.
How much is it to be a fall guy?
They really upped their game at the costume.
Yes. The chicken.
Bro, like what?
Probably so much. Costumes are so much better now. Look at this one.
Yeah, I've seen that one all around. Remember that's all the inflatable ones were, that alien one?
Be a blue collar.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Literally a blue collar man. There is nothing. Medical Mary Jane. You see what I'm seeing?
Yup. I wear that all year round.
What? Wait,
You don't like it?
you're a dickhead.
What? I just about the one where it's a mouth.
Ah! Yo, why does it smell like licorice?
Yo, you should be these.
What? No. Oh. Foxy? What the?
Look at all the Fall Guys is on.
Whoa. Bro, if we were still like in elementary, we would all have Fall Guys costumes.
That game didn't even come out yet.
I know.
This
Can you-
did though.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Once the ground is covered in leaves, that's how you know it's really fall season. If you don't already know how this part of the video goes, I usually just ask myself a few questions, so feel free to ask yourself these questions too. Just so you guys know, the costumes did end up working out. I didn't even end up recording when I finally found the pants because it was raining literally all day, and I think all that rain probably would have blown up this phone. So the costumes did end up working, but we didn't have the hats because Jonathan tried to make it, but it was too small. So maybe if we try that costume next year, but I think we're gonna end up doing something else. Anyway, first question for this video is, what is the first thing that your mind gravitates to when you're alone? So if there's no one around you, kind of like right now, what do you end up thinking about first? And for me, I think it's a lot of just recent things, stuff that's really fresh in my head. So maybe if I talk to someone new, or I accidentally spilled something on my pants, or someone cut me off while I was driving. Anything recent that kind of just solicits a certain emotion really just sticks with me for a little bit. And you know, sometimes it's good. Sometimes maybe you're ahead on an assignment and you're thinking back to, oh, well, now I get to relax for a little bit because I worked so hard on this one project. And other times it's like the opposite, where, oh shit, now I'm behind on this project and I have a bunch of other assignments I have to work on, so I'm not gonna get any time to myself. It really just depends on what I've been doing recently. That is the first thing that I think about, whether that be negative or positive. I do think that the negative things seem to stick a little bit more though, just because, I don't know, maybe they're a little more potent, a little more impactful, even if it's something small. Like if I was 5 minutes late to a class and the teacher is getting frustrated with me, even though I didn't really miss anything. But let's take a seat. I think that the negative stuff stays a little bit more. And I don't know, maybe that's just a bad habit of mine to reflect on negative things more than positive ones. Because I think that the positive ones have to be like so important for that time of the day or the recency of it, if that makes sense, for me to actually consider them to be like, oh, well, at least I had a good day on Tuesday because I handed in an assignment early. But if something else slightly negative happened the day after, it kind of discounts that whole other day that I saw as good. So the first thing that my mind gravitates toward once I'm alone is really just the pros and the cons of, I guess, the week, the day, however far I can remember, because my memory sucks. I think I also end up gravitating towards things that I'm missing out on. Like if there's someone I haven't talked to in a while and I'm kind of just thinking, I wonder what this person's up to right now. Usually I don't even text them. I kind of just think like, oh, I wonder what they're doing, and then just forget about it later. But I think that for me, I probably have to reach out more instead of just thinking about that stuff once I'm alone, because then it kind of just snowballs a little bit and I'm like, wow, it's been over a year since I talked to this person and I keep wondering what they're up to. Why don't I just text them? Like, I've had their number for how many years? I might as well just see what they're doing. And maybe I'm just a little bit scared of how they're gonna react, because I don't know, when I get a text out of nowhere from someone that I haven't talked to in a year, I'm like, well, it's been so long, like, why do you want to talk now? Like, do you want something from me? But I guess not everyone thinks that way. So maybe it's just worth trying to reach out if you gravitate towards other people once you're alone and you start thinking about other people that maybe you miss in your life. My last question for this video is, what is solitude? And I think that this is a little bit complicated because solitude and loneliness are I think they're very close, and it's really just about perspective and how you're seeing stuff. Because some people, they get nervous when they're alone. They feel like there's no one that can help them, and they're afraid to just, again, stand alone and kind of look out for themselves only, versus another person that sees that as solitude and they see it as freedom, will be comfortable being alone, and in a lot of situations they'd rather be alone than with other people. It really, for me, all comes down to perspective, and it's really just the idea of being comfortable in your own skin and not having to get validation from anyone else or need anyone else's approval to be yourself. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong with being lonely, but I think that once you dip into solitude, then you end up craving it a lot, and you're like, oh, well, I did this alone. Now I really don't need anybody. And sometimes you end up pushing people away a lot. Maybe that happens because something else in your past really hurt you. Maybe you got cheated on. Maybe your friends didn't really like you as much as you thought they did. Maybe someone was just using you for attention and they never really cared deeply like you did. And that can push a lot of people away from building connections again. And the byproduct of that is kind of craving solitude a lot more, just because you know that when you're alone, no one will be able to hurt you. And I think solitude is great because, again, no one will be able to interrupt your peace. But building connections with other people is just so important. And once you build a very strong one with someone that you really care about, then it's important to just hold on to that and really just cherish good friends, families, any relationship that you build with someone that you feel is very strong and you trust them like 1,000%. That's something that isn't really worth giving up on, especially just to be alone again. And obviously some people won't see it that way and they'll continue to just be in their own solitude. But, you know, maybe that's good for them, because maybe some people really are just better off alone. For me, I think I just spend a lot of time alone, even though I have close friends. Everyone is busy. So I think that just finding some interest for yourself will really help just pass the time, and you'll start to see it less as being lonely and more as spending time in your own solitude. that's pretty much all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. And remember to stay hydrated.